Pakistan have lost to Ireland.
A full strength Pakistan, by the way.
They always play full strength. They were playing a
Under strength Ireland.
full strength Ireland.
Josh Little was in the IPL, by the way.
Yeah.
But still full strength. But it's not like New Zealand who were playing B team, C team, D team.
Yep.
They may have been playing a BC team, but today both full strength team. But Ireland, who famously beat Pakistan in a World Cup in 2007.
At the Caribbean.
Yes, that's exactly where the World Cup is going to be returning. And Pakistan have lost. Interestingly, Pakistan will be in the same group initially
As Ireland.
And just like India is going to be playing Ireland, Pakistan will too. And why it's interesting, because India's first match is also against Ireland. While there is no comparison as such with the Indian team and the Pakistan team at the moment, so I'm not judging who's better or who's not. But the fact is that one thing this result tells you, that Ireland, and as we always know in T20 cricket, most teams become very competitive, Ireland too. And now that they've beaten Pakistan, a full strength Pakistan, so more headache right now for the Pakistan team, who will be facing Ireland going forward. But also a reminder to the Indian team that while initial rounds were considered to be rather easy, a walkthrough, which will still be a walkthrough for the Indian team. I think India-Pakistan is the big game, but India-Ireland will be the other
Tricky assignment. For them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
182 is what Pakistan had made, and Ireland chased it down with quite a lot of comfort, with 5 wickets down.
1 ball to spare.
Yeah.
But Andrew Balbirnie,
was the star.
Stalwarts, you may say, of Irish cricket, continues to impress.
So while many will say that 188 or something is not really a big enough total in this day and age of T20 cricket, but you would have expect Pakistan bowlers, because that's always been their strength, to have defended something like 180 odd, which they could not.
Yep, they couldn't. Shaheen, Naseem, Imad, Shadab. Despite that bowling lineup, Shadab Khan, 4 overs, none for 54.
Always.
His slump ever since the World Cup has been terminal at this point.
It's been not World Cup. It's been since the last T20 World Cup. He was phenomenal for Pakistan that year, but since then, have not had one really consistent.
The one thing I'm reminded of, very recently I saw, I don't know if you have seen or not, Babar Azam in a podcast was asked to pick one bowler between Jasprit Bumrah and Naseem Shah, and he said Naseem Shah any day. I just want you to see the figures of Naseem Shah, if Shivam is kind enough to show us. He bowled 4 overs, 37 runs, economy closing in on 20 with 1 wicket. I have my doubt that Jasprit Bumrah would ever be even close to that in a game versus Ireland.
Nah. I mean, he made his comeback, Jasprit Bumrah, don't forget, against Ireland in that series. And I think he got a wicket in the first over. I think it was an in-cutter that came back in and the batsman was bowled. And I think he didn't concede more than 4 runs in over in that game. I think it was 1 for 14 or 1 for 18, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely
he was definitely not 1 for 37.
He wasn't. Definitely not. So yeah, I mean, Babar, if you were talking about, we argue ad nauseum about Virat Kohli's strike rates. Please, let me see Babar Azam's strike rate, because this is glorious viewing. It's glorious viewing. Oh my goodness. What a lovely strike rate of 132. That's
from your one drop. Unbelievable. 8 fours, 1 6, and a lot of dot balls.
That's vintage Babar Azam.
Yeah. And they brought this man back as captain just before the T20 World Cup.
And we all say that we made a mistake by bringing Virat and Rohit back 5 months before.
No.
They bought him 3 months before.
They were like, hold my, cold drink.
As I said.
But the only disclaimer I'll add here is that, Pakistan team overall has been very good at T20 World Cups recently. They knocked India out in round 1. And then played the final last time around. So much better than the Indian team. And one other thing that with Pakistan, that doesn't matter what they do in a tournament in front of or before a World Cup, what happens in the World Cup will be very different. And also in a World Cup, they can lose to an Ireland and yet play the final.
Although, no, they lost to Zimbabwe by 1 run. in that Perth stadium at Optus, and they reached the final.
I still remember. I think it was Pommy's commentary, was it?
Yes. Because I think Regis Chakabwa dropped the ball, but Shaheen was still so far when, despite the dive, he couldn't make it. And it was Brad Evans bowling, and somehow in a chase of 132, Pakistan just didn't make it.
Maybe is this the reason why they not announced the squad? Could very well be. Maybe they're not 100% sure about their squad.
Yeah, they'll want to.
And since they have time till 25th,
Yeah.
why announce the squad? Then you see again, while you can make as many changes, no team really does that to save themselves the embarrassment of not showing the world that they are confused. And now, if you look at it in hindsight, may have been the smart decision by Pakistan not to name the squad because they wouldn't have been 100% sure. Now, whenever they announce it, by 25th is what you have to, and what you've told ICC doesn't matter. Nobody gets to know. You make as many changes. Maybe, and knowing Pakistan, if you don't have a great series, okay, this is just one match, but if you don't have a great series versus Ireland, who knows? Wholesale changes to the squad which we don't know.
Yes. And prior to this, they have only had a 2-2 draw against a New Zealand C team.
Yeah.
So, it's never been an ideal build-up for Pakistan.
But one thing, Ajay, how are they playing a game when their head coach was in the IPL match today?
Well, he recently did a Zoom meeting with them.
So remote working is the name of the game when it comes to the Pakistan.
Seriously, I mean, that you got to feel for the Pakistan players as well. Their head coach right now is here in the dugout while Gujarat have won today, was cheering for the 100 scored by Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan. And while Pakistan were playing a game against Ireland, whose national coach he is in white ball cricket, and they've lost.
Nice, Gary.
Nice, Gary, indeed. Yeah, but then see, he's hopeful. He is hopeful that GT won't qualify by the 19th because see, the 22nd of May.
What will they do? He's hopeful.
Well, it'll take something Herculean because that net run rate is rubbish.
But I think he will have to go back before 22nd because Pakistan are taking on England. That's the last of the series that they're playing. So
maybe like how the BCCI is negotiating for the England players to be the negotiate for.
I mean, that is next level. Yeah. It's absolutely next level. I mean, they can ask the ICC to say no, WTC venue please change. Okay, that they can do. They'll ask the England players to stay back for an IPL. When a World T20 is there, that's the clout of modern day.
Boards anyway have so many things to talk about. This can just be another added element.
Yeah, you can, but yes. But why are they batting Fakhar Zaman at 4? He's an opener.
Because they have to accommodate. Baba, they have their own version of Virat and Rohit over there.
Yeah,
their names are Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan.
Yeah, and Azam Khan was keeping, by the way. So
very interesting.
Yeah, but see, Rizwan will be your keeper in the T20 World Cup. Yeah, why don't you get a Rizwan at 4? Fakhar Zaman and Saim Ayub, your two best openers, and that too aggressive openers.
I wish I could pan them for a lack of logic when it comes to naming their squad, but
logic and Pakistan never gone hand.
No, that's not the point. My point is we have the same problem.
Yeah, we have the same problem.
Okay, let's turn our attention to the IPL match just gotten over, where here the winning coach was Gary Custon. He may have been the losing coach simultaneously. Is it the first time in history a coach has won and lost on the same day?
I mean, to be fair, Mickey Arthur was also like the remote consultant or whatever. So he was coaching his county team and also giving Pakistan. So could have happened with him as well.
It could have happened.
Wow.
Yes.